Ciao everybody, and welcome back to Evil GM streams live during surprise noon or something. Um, hold up, hold up. Why isn't the chat working? It's not like anybody's in the chat anyways. Yep, there's the game. And before we start the game, I want to promote a few events happening nearby in Finland on April the 8th. It's called Drag Me to Hell. You can find the Facebook page and the event in the description. What is Drag Me to Hell? Sounds like some horror event or something like that. No, not at all. It's actually a drag burlesque and event happening at least every year around Helsinki because it's called Drag Me to Hell. And it is a Helsinki-based showcase of twisted yet highly classed queer, variety, burlesque, and drag. One of my friends, I believe, is also performing there. If not, apologies. But anyways, do. If you're interested in high class, a very fancy show of people throwing off their clothes with dramatic or comedical sense to it, take a look. It's like I said, it's on 8th of April, quite soonish, and tickets are available in holvi.com. And the performance is happening in Helsinki, Erikinkatu, Eric Street, 11. Get your tickets now. Shouldn't cost too much. And well. Looks like both nights are already sold out. It's the main event for this year, and it has been sold out. And the local cast we have here. Our host is Leimi Crackhouse, stagehand D Vice, DJs Assidia Crackhouse and Jalo Kivinen. And the local cast we have Amanda and Ofimja, Dusty Blow, Die Nasty, Jamie McDonald, Lauren Fuckall. Yeah, there she is, Lauren Fuckall. Lola Vanilla, Luc Pascal Pierre, Miss G. Woos, Rat Queen, Sinikkapuolukka Nagrigorjeva, Tabi, and Vinyl Envy. Yes, that's the event. And like I said, tickets are already sold out. But if you can somehow manage to get tickets over there, please take a look at it. Or if you hear that the Drag Me to Hell has other shows nearby in the future, keep your eyes open and visit with your friends or somebody if you're a new timer and you don't have the courage. So, meanwhile, playing Isaac. No, nothing new. And what else? What else do we have? Well, I want to talk about... What do I want to talk about? Not that one. No. Where's my game? So many windows open. No, when you do streaming, you actually have to keep these freaking windows open. And there's the chat. There's the game. There you go. Should I talk about... Let's talk about yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. can't do damage with those ones. How was your Sunday? My Sunday went, dang it, went. It was quiet. It was quiet. It's mostly just trying to handle the now what do you call it? The audio system for the stream, because lately the theme song hasn't been played, and uh, I did manage to temporarily fix it, but seems like it ain't working. Last time I checked, I mean on the test run it did, but hey, can't win all the time. Or what else did I do on Sunday? Not much. Fag. 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 Crap. Um, I was just, you know, doing the stream and hanging around. Also, I felt like checking out a musical. So what did I watch? The old classic. I checked the Wizard of Oz. I'm gonna talk about Wizard of Oz later because I actually titled this stream to be something else. Helsing Burlesque. So let's talk about burlesque, shall we? I actually have. It's one of these to-do list things. I know my boobs aren't that big as some people might find. You know, I'm not sure how much the size of the breast actually mattered to some people, but what I do know is that some some people prefer them big-ish, and unfortunately I do not have that size of breasts. And does it matter to me? It's well, my breast. I don't have a breast cancer or anything, or neither do my breasts are the size that they start to hurt if I jump or walk or do something too much. Although I do feel the pressure when walking up or down the stairs, and at at least so far I don't have back problems yet. Um, Breast cancer. How many of you usually test your test out your breasts? Because I mean, it's a breast cancer is something that some people worry a lot every now and then, and it is completely understandable considering that you know you might die from it, or you might have your boob removed. And I believe Angelina Jolie had her uh, one of her breasts removed because of breast cancer, and she remained strong about it. And it's, I mean, in the long term, when you think about it, it's not that big of a thing. It's just, you know, it's just a piece of breast. For some people, it might be a big thing, but not. It's a piece of something that you might not need. Of course, if you're thinking about having babies or whatnot in the future, it's actually quite partial to growing up kids and stuff like that. But is it that much of a big deal if you decide to be without kids? No, not really. Uh, there are other things that are, how would I say? Uh, Dang it, that are more crucial than, boobs. Like if you ever gonna leave your, now what do you call it, thumbs. Have you thought about that? There is a challenge in on internet of doing stuff without your thumbs, and well, I haven't done the challenge, but I have made the I have lived for almost 1 year without uh, using my hands, or I mean using just barely using my hands, because something around 11 years ago I was in an accident and I fell down. I also, well, I it was really close that I didn't just manage to land on my face, because that would have been more more dangerous than landing on both of my hands. Well, I did fall on both of my hands, and the outcome was that both of my, whatever you want to call it, snapped. The stuff in my wrists, they snapped, and well, I I just couldn't use my hands anymore. And hands are, no matter what profession you are very very crucial for your daily life. I mean, I couldn't play any PlayStation games. I couldn't. Uh, I I I could barely I could barely make any. Excuse me. I could barely make any food either, and I could barely like taking a dump was a freaking huge challenge. Let's just say that. Those days. I do not miss those days. It was, walking around with those wrist protective wrist whatever things was was one thing. They did manage to give me some support for the local wrist area, but I did miss all the activities that I could do. I mostly just, I mean, I didn't have a TV. Uh, Changing the pages on any book was about as challenging as, you know as any other activity. Uh, when it began, I couldn't I couldn't really move my wrist in any way. Imagine like every single small movement from your wrist is gonna create you huge amount of pain that you cannot tolerate, and you just wanna, you know let it go instead. Oh, that's just freaking weird. I guess the damage is nullifying the usage of the active item. Um, so, do I remember what I did back then? Well, maybe after 6 months, I finally managed to use my hands somehow, but not so well that I could carry anything heavy. Or I mean, by heavy, I mean like weighing like less than a pound or so. It was, well, like I said, not missing those times, not missing at all. I wonder if I would have liked it if I would have broken my legs instead. You know, doing the wheelchair stuff. I mean, I guess moving around would have been uh, freaking hard, but could I've? Do you think I could have had somebody help me? No, no. You know, at that point, I didn't have anybody to help me. Well, thanks for Eva Kari and Eero Kari. Hold up, what's her name? Well, Mikko's parents, when they drove me home from the hospital after the surgery, and and dang it, it was. Oh, you! I didn't notice you're flying. Of course you're flying, idiot, idiot. And mm, it was just, I don't know who who could actually tolerate that sort of pain ever. I mean, the pain was type of pain that when you start to feel that pain, it stings like it stings so hard that you kind of start to lose the start to lose your sight. Am I exaggerating the amount of pain I felt during those first days? No, no. It was like I'm trying to grab something like my knife or so, but the pain is so hard that I just couldn't lift the thing. And gee, I wouldn't wish that sort of pain to anyone in the world. Mm. But let's talk more about drag, shall we? I I had a dream, still have. It's on my to-do list for crying out loud. That I could do a burlesque show of my not the show, burlesque performance, and this has been my plan for like how long? Maybe 5 6 years. I have the performance in my head, the choreograph planned, and I know which music I'm gonna play and so on. I don't think I'm actually, I should tell you guys what how it goes, because some people might, when they see it for the first time, there is this certain certain sort of performance to it. I mean, surprising twist to the performance. Uh, what else could I say? Well, it is a bit geeky, nerdy kind of way, so you can just have a guess what sort of elements my performance would have. But there's there's really nothing new in the whole performance of the whole thing, because burlesque, the art of taking your clothes off with an entertaining value, it has been done for ages, and I don't think I could actually provide anything new except with well, in few years, I'm talking about these 2017 and 21st century overall, is that you do get new material, and I believe that the people from the young people of burlesque constantly learn to do, new tricks that some oldies haven't seen or done in their ages. I'm not saying that the oldies couldn't do it or have the idea of doing it, but it's the youth is just more, they follow stuff that are young, and most likely they most likely will do stuff that is new to them. I mean, youths nowadays, they follow the internet, and they have stuff online. They hang around on the internet so much, and I'm so freaking old that what is internet? Where can I buy this internet? Nah, nah, nah. I used to follow internet more often, but at some point I just saw that I didn't have time or energy to do it. Although I do miss. My plan is to check out webcomics still. Webcomics are entertaining. It's sort of stuff that I would want to still keep on doing in the future. And just thinking that I'm missing missing out like 2 months worth of web comics out there, it just sucks. Crap. How? What sort of experience I have on burlesque, anyways? Well, well, not that much. I've seen few shows, and they are. What's important about the burlesque is that you don't just take off your clothes and that's it. What's actually a very crucial to the whole performance thing is that you need to you need to have facial expression. I've seen some people use facial expression of a very wide variety of facial expressions, and in that during that time they add so much to the performance itself, that if you compare two people doing the same performance in the same way, except other one has quite neutral facial expressions on it, and the other one has a lively big big lots of happening when just with your eyes or with the mouth. The mouth and the eyes are the biggest things, and this also applied to the same thing applies to the shows back in the days when there wasn't any sound, and you mostly had to do stuff with your face. Like, we're talking about Charlie Chaplin time, and he got it. He definitely got it. Uh, did uh, did well, Lauren Fuckall, which is her which is my friend's artist name in the burlesque. She has a good variety of facial expressions, and she does her performance pretty well. I like how her facial expressions have always been a very lively ones during even from the start even from the start of her burlesque career. And I also thought about my performance and what kind of facial expressions should I do. And speaking about facial expressions, it's not just the cheek muscles or the eyebrows and the face. I'm talking about the face, of course, but I think it's some people just have more lively faces than others. It's a skill. You have to have the ability to control your muscles in your face. In your face. The way that you get more lively expressions out of yourselves. And I think I do when I'm running my own RPG campaigns. I believe I do have somewhat lively facial expressions when I'm acting as different characters. But but doesn't matter. Good to know. Thank you. Finally, something to use. Come on, give me something else than battery. I guess battery is better than nothing. It's more like neutral. Maybe I'm using the red fly way too aggressively than the blue one. At least the blue one has more distance. Now that we are talking about facial expressions, maybe I should oh gee, dang it, maybe I should think about using more of facial expressions in my upcoming RPG performances. Yeah, maybe I should. Look, Devil Deal coming. That's rare. That didn't help. And Um, what other sort of performances you guys have seen? I mean, okay, let's talk about stage show per se. I'm a type of person who doesn't use money that often. Never had. I not for live shows or anything because usually I don't think about. I don't know if there's something extra with when you have live shows because you do get better quality with CDs or so on. But I think just lately I've started to realize the difference with oh come on the differences with having having a live show and being in hold up too many people around here. Maybe I should just start dropping this guy off first. Way too much damage. Way too much damage. And why am I why my speed, it's my speed. Need to build up better speed. Oh, great. Can I just well, goodbye then. Huh. Nope. This might be the end. My some performances I have made, I have done. No. Watched. Some performances I have watched in Big Awe, Awe, are like the river dance. Do you remember the time when river dance was a thing? It was. It was. I did find that entertainment enjoyable. I mean, people tapping with. I was a kid back then, and people tapping the floor with their feet was just so enjoyable to watch. I also started doing it myself, but not with the feet. I didn't have the agility or dexterity to do such a performance. Instead, I did it with my fingers. Um, I guess it doesn't have the same kind of entertainment value, and I do believe they also have more. How would I say? Well, they had the music. I mostly did it without the music, so I didn't have a good finger choreograph either. So most of the work that I did was just it was what it would, and I guess so ends this performance. If you already have the tickets to uh to to the Helsinki drag, I mean Drag Me to Hell, then please uh, recommend it for your friends. And if you haven't seen any burlesque, take a peek uh, at Lauren Fuckles. You can find her page description in my description down below, and check out if she has any other other shows coming up this year. I recommend she has done it for a few years already, and her shows are always lively, and the way she uses her hands and fingers in the show, it's not like that, you freaking pervert. I'm talking about from the point of view of performance. Please hit the like, subscribe, and share, and thumbs ups, and the same thing as like, and tell about my show to your friends, and we will see again next time. Goodbye. Oh, what's that button?